A quick overview about the Foglight architecture. The heart of our solution is here. This is Foglight Management Server. Foglight Management Server is a software-based solution that you can install on a Windows, a Linux, or a Solaris machine. Foglight Management Server can get performance and availability information from all sorts of collectors that we have, and then save the information in an external database, an Oracle, SQL Server, or MySQL. Foglight Management Server also has our reporting engine, our notification engine, a rule engine that analyzes the information and compare it against a set of rules, as well as the dashboarding engine and the ability to send notification to third parties using integrations. Foglight Management Server gets the performance and availability information from all sorts of collectors that we have. Some of these collectors are doing local collection, some of these collectors are doing remote collection. So if we have an application environment here that has databases, application servers, web servers running on top of an infrastructure, some of it may be physical, some of it may be virtual, as well as network devices that are in the middle, Quest Collectors has the ability to get performance and availability information from all these components, from your database servers, application servers, and web servers. As I said, some of these collectors will do local collection. So for example, for Java or .NET, we can do instrumentation that is done directly through the JVM or the CLR. But we can also do remote collection, get JMX information or WMI information from remote collectors. So overall what we have here is a mix of local and remote collectors that are covering the entire application environment. An application like this is typically getting exercised by real users that are going through some network devices, exercising the web servers, app servers, database servers, and then getting responses. Foglight can monitor user experience in a couple of ways. The first one is Foglight Transaction Recorder and Player, also known as FTR. The Transaction Recorder and Player has the ability to actually exercise the application and notify you about performance and availability. So unlike regular user, who will give you vague information about problems as well as what exactly happened, the Transaction Recorder and Player will actually tell you which step in its script was slow or breaking, but also as far as the time distribution, it will tell you for every step how much time it took from the system perspective, how much time it took from the client perspective, and how much time the network in the middle took. So it's pretty much our own special user that is doing a heartbeat monitoring the system 24/7 and giving us exact information about problems that it's experiencing. The second flavor of end user monitoring is called Foglight Experience Monitor and Foglight Experience Viewer, FXM and FXV. This solution is an appliance-based HTTP sniffer. We typically connect it to a span port on a switch or a network tap. And when users are sending web requests and receiving web responses, we're getting a copy of this web traffic. By getting a copy of this web traffic, we can generate a lot of interesting statistics. We can tell you what are the slowest pages, we can tell you what are the slowest content types, we can indicate if users are getting good response times or getting HTTP errors or getting error pages. We can tell you about slowness, whether it's coming from the system side or the user side. The Experience Viewer also has the ability to sessionize all those users' requests. So we can actually show to you a user session. We can show you the different pages that they went through, the buttons that they clicked on, as well as their interaction with the system. And this gives us a couple of things. It gives us a tool that is good as a quality of service tool. Since you have the user's information, you can actually reach out to users and try to offer help. It also gives us a reproducible use case tool. You can actually take the session and email it to a developer, and that developer can actually see what the user was doing against the system, which eliminate the guessing games. You can also tie that user session to an application trace, a Java trace, or a .NET trace, which makes a lot of sense for Java developers and .NET developers, because the immediate question when you get a trace is, what happened? So how do all these components play together? The Experience Monitor and Viewer do a lot of work and send summary information to the management server. The Transaction Recorder and Player is exercising the system and sending the Foglight Management Server performance and availability information. The Quest Collectors, or Quest Agents, are getting information about the databases, application servers, web servers, physical or virtual infrastructure, network devices, and send the information to the Foglight Management Server. Foglight Management Server stores the information in a database for historical analysis, for reporting purposes. Foglight Management Server displays the information to the different users of the solution using dashboards that we have. Some of them are domain specific, some of them are holistic views of the application. Some of them are customizable drag and drop dashboards. Foglight Management Server, when analyzing the information, can also generate an alert, a message, a notification, send email, send SNMP trap, run script, open a ticket in a ticketing system. So it's pretty sophisticated software that we have here that can also generate reports and also integrate in an already existing monitoring environment. Another thing that is important to understand about Foglight is that while here it's represented as a single icon, you can actually run a federation of management server. So you can segment the environment between different groups, or you can actually scale to a large size environment, having federated servers that control or manage specific areas or specific applications or specific environments. And then on top of them, you actually have a federator that can offer a single point of view on that entire environment. A Foglight Management Server can also run in a high availability mode, so we do have the ability for high availability in such an environment. And overall, give a customer the ability to manage an environment with a lot of flexibility.